What's up, D4s? 428, been a hot minute. No tutorials today. Just wanted to advertise an account here in Vig that we have for sale. So it's a great opportunity to get in here. For those that don't know who Vig is, we just won C2 chalons. Really competitive, great alliance. Disclaimer, this account was hit with the Pink Gems fiasco. I think it was like 16 bill. It's 3.9 now. We'll get into it. It's a really well built account. Would obviously need a little bit of work to get it back to be great. We'll just pop in here and we'll take a look at a couple things. We'll start out with let's first start out with the, because I don't want to listen to that. All right, so we look at troop details. Decent enough layers. Has rebuilt a little bit of the layers. Definitely has like a range march in there, and it looks like a siege march, maybe a ground march. Needs some work before it'll be a rally joining consistently in battlefield account. But you can see all the T1 there. Definitely can defend well. If we look at the defense generals, you get almost a fully ascended marshal with Leo. We'll look briefly at Marshall's gear here, full choreo. Refines are really good in the majority of this account. Again, really solid. I'm not 100% sure what the what the defense buffs are. I'm sure Viper or Boss can provide with that, or the details in regards to what the selling price is. But if you contact in the link here in YouTube, they'll connect with you. Let's look a little bit into the attack marches. You've got Simeon and Edward, great pairing. You've got Elise and Alessandra, great pairing. Martinus Mordred, Zuka Serena. So you've got really quality generals in this account. Let's look at Zuka, fully ascended. And is it full high-end? Yeah, you got full high-end gear. It was a great. A little bit of refined work needs to be done with that gear, but you've got all the gear right there. We look at Simeon, again, really solid. Needs a little bit of refined work probably, but you got all the gear right there. Same with Elise. Martinus, right? So needs a couple more zip pieces, but in really good shape there. So attack generals are awesome. Let's pump into the duty generals. You've got Hideyoshi, almost full ascended. Maurice, Stilicho, Kutuzov, Hammurabi. You've got really all of the best duty generals that you can get in there. We look at the sub-city generals. You got Nero 3-star, which helps with HP debuff. You got a lot of Baldwins in here, Gilgamesh, Mark Anthony, NBK. So you're in a really good spot there. If we look at the sub-cities themselves, you got a Budapest, Timbuktu, Kathmandu, a bunch of gold Japans. So you're in a really good spot there. VIP 18, looks like it's about halfway to VIP 19. I know this account was not coined a lot early on, was coined pretty heavily later, but in a really good spot. I think all of the buffs, the attack buffs, are like above 2K, around 2K. It's in a really good spot. Let's look at the Blazons. She's done a really good job with these. You'll see mostly 15 and 20s. You start to look at a couple, really solid. Some of these need to get fixed, but these two, for example, are really good. You look at this one, needs to be fixed. That one needs to be fixed, but most of them are in a really good spot. So that helps significantly. We go into Civ Treasure. All of these are at level 4. So if we look at, they're about halfway to level 5. Some improvement could be made there. We look at Art Hall. Got all of them open except for Ring of Fafnir. Is that might be BOG wings. So that might be the only thing that's missing. Is Ring of Fafnir, but if you look at, I believe all of these are level 4 halfway to 5, so they're in a good spot. All right, and what's the last one? Dragons. We'll look at dragons. Where are you? There you are. All right, so you got a level 15 Norway. It's currently on the ground general. You've got a level 15 Thebes that is on the wall general. You've got a level 10 Nidhogg who's on Martinus. Has not opened Leyden, Tiramisu, or Cool Chain, or Z's. And then we look at the other ones here. Let's look at, looks like all the spiritual beasts, most all of them are there. And then we look at the dragons in here. You get Celtic, 15 on Simeon. You get Jazar at 15 on Ethelfled, that's a monster general. And then you get Fafnir on Zuka. So, again, a really, really solid account in a really, really quality alliance. A little bit of work and spending can get this account really back to an amazing position for all-stars. But the bones are there. It's in good shape. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, any interest, hit us in the comments. Someone will be sure to be back to you. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Later.